Top 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. It's the Lynch and Tacos show. You're ready for some tech news to tech it out. It is brought to you by JRR's Pick Your Ticket Thursday, going on at 101.1 WJRR. That's our Instagram.
Yeah, if you're not doing Instagram, at 101.1 WJRR, you can pick your ticket for shows like The Offspring, Nine Inch Nails. Go check it out. Pick which one you want. Maybe you'll win. There's multiple winners picked every Thursday.
You can check that out sometime today. Right now, we tech it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Saturday is the looming deadline for TikTok to find a buyer for their operations here in the United States, a non-Chinese buyer.
So racist.
Under the threat of being banned from the U.S., there have been several entities and investment groups that have come to the table with proposals. Some of the big ones that stand out, BlackRock and Oracle. And then late this week, a couple of new entries showing up on the scene.
Is one of them...
The Angry Asian?
I don't know.
No. He doesn't have TikTok-type money.
Okay.
No. Jeff Bezos does over at Amazon.
All right.
Amazon has expressed interest and supposedly placed a bid and thrown their hat into the ring, as well as a consortium led by OnlyFans founder Tim Stokely. The OnlyFans guy would like to get his hands on TikTok as well here in the United States.
I bet he would. Which one do you think is they're leaning towards more?
They're
not hinting like Bezos could pull it in seconds.
The bigger question, Taco, is ByteDance going to bite? Will the deadline be extended once Saturday hits?
There's innuendos all through here with TikTok. The clock is TikTok and ByteDance biting, as you said.
The bottom line is something will have to be done at some point. This is actually in law now. Legislation was passed mandating this.
If Bezos wants it, he needs to turn in an order. Sorry, I'll stop.
He could have it in 2 days.
Yeah.
How about that?
Free shipping.
How about that? All right.
So we'll let you know. Of course, it'll be all over the news. We'll update you.
We'll see. Should have something on Saturday, one way or another, or if it's been extended again. We'll see. Dana White and Meta announcing a UFC partnership. UFC CEO Dana White has been on the board of directors at Meta now, has resulted in a strategic partnership between the two companies. Yesterday, White announced a new multi-year partnership with Meta that he says will take fan engagement to the next level and will be an absolute game changer for UFC fans as the sport's first ever fan technology partner. Meta will use all of their platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and WhatsApp, to create and distribute exclusive UFC content, starting with a new fighter ranking system that's already been created.
I heard about this.
So, there you go. The Space Force wants to park an orbital carrier in space to launch satellites. So I guess we're getting one step closer to having like a space navy with this. The U.S. Space Force collaborating with a Seattle-based company called Gravitix to develop an orbital carrier spacecraft designed to deploy multiple satellites in response to threats. It's funded through the Space Force's SpaceWorks Development Office. Up to $60 million has been earmarked for the project. The orbital carrier aims to function like an aircraft carrier, only in space, serving as a launch pad for rapid deployment of satellites without traditional launch constraints. So if something is going sideways down here on Earth, we've already got something up in place to...
It just deploys the satellites.
It's a carrier meant to enhance the U.S. Space Force ability to quickly position spacecraft and defend assets in orbits.
Okay.
NASA has successfully used a force field on the moon to sweep away deadly lunar dust, which has been a problem with anything they've tried to do on the moon dating back to when, we first went to the moon. It's a major problem that future moon missions will face, the result of billions of years of Micrometeorite impacts on the lunar surface, lack of water on the moon have left this dust, which consists of a jagged, razor-sharp type sediment that constantly bombards everything that comes in contact with the surface there, and really cuts its its lifespan down. So they've got this new it's like an electrostatic thing that they tested with that moon lander that was down there, the Firefly Aerospace Blue Ghost mission. They tested that back in March successfully to clear away this lunar dust. So that's good news for future moon missions.
It's like a maid.
It is. It's a moon maid. Moon maid. Waste fires are on the rise, largely thanks to lithium-ion batteries in vape pens, specifically.
Oh, really?
We've all seen these. In fact, there was one here locally in Melbourne over the weekend. Home in Melbourne burned down when a lithium-ion battery that was powering some sort of pool equipment went sideways and caused the entire house to burn down. What you do with these, though, when you're done with them, that's where the problems come in. If you just throw them into the regular trash,
don't.
They a lot of times will ignite, and there's been a significant increase in these types of fires.
I showed you pictures of it happening to Chris the Garbage Man's partner out there.
Exactly. So
in his truck.
They're attributing a lot of these fires directly to the lithium-ion batteries in vape pens that have been disposed of wrongly into the regular trash rather than with e-waste, designated e-waste, where it's collected and transported and stored separately from other flammable materials.
Well, how do your normal Joes like myself get rid of the e-waste? Because I'm not, if I was a vapor,
that's the problem.
I'm not driving down to the dump to the e-station.
This is the problem.
And even if there's an e-recycle, which I doubt there is, because we've all seen the actual trash guys throwing the recycle bin stuff in the back of the trash truck.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
Now, they're not, the lithium-ion batteries are not new and not the only cause of trash recycling blazes, but they're a large contributing factor. So this is just, if
it's
you
part
have
of the game.
Some of this stuff where you're throwing away maybe an old TV or computer or something, throw away those batteries when you do take that stuff to the e-recycling location.
Excuse me. I see where the paint section is, and I see where this section is, and I see mattresses over. Where's the e-recycling? What?
They have right over at the transfer station there at 5 Points.
5 Points.
And finally, there's a new $20,000 surgery that rearranges ribs to achieve an hourglass figure.
This is old.
$20,000 surgery called Ribex Car that literally repositions your ribs to help sculpt an ultra-defined hourglass waist. They use ultrasound in a tiny incision. The surgeons then shift the 10th through 12th ribs inward, followed by months in a tight corset.
What is wrong with people?
To keep everything in place, creating, quote, a more sculpted, defined, and pinched waistline.
That's the best ever when you see that, and then they've had the butt job, too, so it looks like the back of, a trash truck.
On top of this, some of these folks who are getting this procedure done then go on to pair it up with weight loss meds and liposuction for max results. Search of that Barbie-type body. 20 grand, Taco.
Something is wrong with this world we live in.
Move a few ribs around. All right. That's what I got for Check It Out. And, it will be interesting to see what happens with this TikTok deadline looming on Saturday.
Lynch and Taco. On demand, download the iHeartRadio app.